So a lot of people love to weaponize Romans chapter 12 verse 18. So they use Romans 12 verse 18 to keep you checkmated. They always quote the ending, leaving the first part of it. They use this to keep you small. They use this to keep you quiet, and while you keep taking the hits every time, but they forget the first part of that passage. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. The Amplified Version says, if possible, as far as it depends on you. The Contemporary English Version says, do your best to live at peace with all men. And what is my point? In that passage, it is acknowledged that sometimes it's difficult to actually live at peace with all men, because a lot of people are difficult to live with. So sometimes the best way to find peace is to set fire between you and toxicity. So welcome back. So if you've been living in a constant state of emotional trauma because you're trying to maintain a relationship, I need you to hear this. Actually, this video is for you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You're not failing at being a Christian. You're not failing at being a good person. You're actually a very wonderful person. Trust me. You're simply giving the wrong people access into your life. You're giving people who don't deserve you access into your emotions. So I actually don't see myself as a very friendly person. I've said that to several people many times, right? But some people go to ask about me, and then people tell them, oh, Chika is so friendly. Oh, Chika plays a lot. Chika is always playing. He's a very friendly person. And I'm wondering to myself, me? So a lot of people mistake your kindness and your friendliness as an open door, right? They feel your friendliness gives them the audacity and right to mold you into what they want. So they have this little box where in their head, they want to force you into that box, trying to control your thought process, how you behave, because they've created this image of how they want you to behave and respond to them. And guess what? The moment you refuse to fit into that box, then you're the problem. Then you become the casualty, just because you refused to force yourself into that little box. So stop allowing people colonize your energy. If they can't match your frequency, then they shouldn't have access to your emotions. So now, forgiveness is for your heart. Burning the bridge is for your own safety. Just like the computer uses Firewall to block out unauthorized access to your data, you're simply blocking unauthorized people from stealing your joy. You don't have to walk the entire mile of your life in pain because of one friendship or one relationship you're trying to keep or maintain, or just to prove that you've forgiven this individual. You can actually forgive, but from the other side of the road. So you've kept this bridge standing out of guilt. You've kept the bridge standing because you feel that's the right thing to do. But today, we're going to pay attention to that first part of that passage that says, live peaceably with all men. We are now going to consider if it is possible. We're now going to check as much as lieth in you. So at this point in time, I believe you realize that some relationships are killing you and destroying you quietly. So it's time to tell yourself the truth. It is no longer possible to live at peace with these individuals. It is time to burn the bridge. Yes, you forgive them. Yes, you don't hold any grudges. You don't hold any pain. You don't hold any trauma. You're not keeping any malice with anybody. But we're gonna burn the bridge. We will burn the bridge down because your peace, my peace, her peace, his peace, our peace should be important to us. At this point in time, we're not going to allow anybody to control our emotions. We're not going to allow people free access to our emotions. They shouldn't decide when you're happy. They shouldn't decide when you're sad. For God's sake, you deserve peace and joy and happiness. It's not about hate. You're not hating anybody. It's just survival. You cannot come and kill me because I'm your friend. No, now. Every time I see you, my heart is doing. I don't know what I'm going to say now. I don't know what I'm going to do now. And this person is going to get angry. No, you can't live that life now. No, you can't live that life. It's time to burn the bridge. So forgive them, so you don't have to carry the weight of bearing grudges and all that along the way, right? But you have to cut that access that they have into your heart and into your emotions, obviously. So the bridge is gone. You're on this side, they're on this side. You have your peace, they have their peace. And for the first time, you can breathe, right? So one of the questions while I was preparing this podcast was, can this bridge be rebuilt? Obviously, yes, the bridge can be rebuilt. Yeah, anything can be rebuilt. But the rebuilding is not going to happen just by you. When they realize how toxic they've been in your life and they decide, oh, okay, I value this friendship enough or this relationship enough to keep this person, then they should start building. If they are willing to make amends, if they are willing to allow you live your life and not decide when you're happy and when you're sad, and not decide how you live your life around them, then they can rebuild. But they have to obviously realize that they've caused you trauma. So at this point, you are not a construction company. You are not Julius Berger, obviously. And you're not going to rebuild a bridge that gives people access just for them to come and tear you down and make you feel less of yourself and always in pain. So you're not meant to live in a box. You're not meant to live a life based on somebody's standard. You have your life to live, they have their life to live. If the energy is not matching, oh boy, everybody should go their separate ways. You don't have to maintain a friendship that is causing you trauma. Every day you're complaining to either your mother or your father, oh, this person said this to me, this person said this about me, I heard this, my friend gossiped me to this person. Come on, that bridge is not necessary. Burn down the bridge. So the point here is finding peace for yourself, creating a mental firewall that does not give access to unauthorized people, loving yourself enough to save yourself by burning the bridge. So if you're ready to stop letting people force their energy on you, type and comment firewall in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching today's podcast. My name remains Chika Maduako. See you next time on the New Creation Podcast. God bless you. Oof. I hope we're able to drive the point home. All right.